There we go. Reviewers. Mitch, don't put him in stupid. Yeah. Is this on the Q thing? No, this is on Newsread. Or whatever.
Good morning. Thank you for your transition. So we continue our observance of this particular day, Ash Wednesday. The symbols, the signs, the external actions of purple are intended to communicate an invitation to something internal. The readings for today, used throughout the world by many Christian communities, really speak about listening and about transformation through actions, but not so much that the actions become ends in themselves, but as always, ways of encouraging and inviting us to discover and reveal our better selves. And so we will listen to our first reading, followed by a brief pause, and then our gospel reading. And so I invite you to listen.
Prophet Isaiah. The Lord says this, I'll tell you what it really means to worship the Lord. Remove the chains of prisoners who are chained unjustly. Free those who are abused. Share your food with everyone who is hungry. Share your home with the poor and the homeless. Give clothes to those in need. Don't turn away your relatives. Then your light will shine like the dawning sun, and you will quickly be healed. Your honesty will protect you as you advance, and the glory of the Lord will defend you from behind. Then you will call for help, and the Lord will answer to the poor, don't blow a loud horn. That's what show-offs do in the meeting places and on the street corners, because they're always looking for praise. I promise you that they already have their reward. When you give to the poor, don't let anyone know about it. Then your gift will be given in secret. Your Father knows what is done in secret, and He will reward you. When you pray, don't be like those show-offs who love to stand up and pray in the meeting places and on the street corners. They do this just to look good. I promise you that they already have their reward. When you pray, go into a room alone and close the door. Pray to your Father in private. He knows what is done in private, and He will reward you. When you go without eating, don't try to look gloomy as those show-offs do. When they go without eating, I promise you that they will already have the reward. Instead, comb your hair and wash your face. Then others won't know what you are doing, that you are going without eating. But your Father sees what is done in private, and He will reward you. The Gospel of the Lord.
There was a time way back in the day when it was very easy to understand who the Catholics were. Where are my Catholics at? It actually was very easy to recognize. You really didn't have to ask the question because Catholics did some pretty specific things, like, for example, not eating meat on Fridays, eating fish on Fridays. Thomas Groom, who was supposed to be here Friday to speak to our faculty, but unfortunately had a conflict and is not able to be here, really talks about that in his book called What Makes Us Catholic. In fact, there were so many external signs of what it meant to be Catholic that the Protestant reformers protested. Protestants protested. The Catholics were getting so caught up in those externals that they were missing out on what those externals were supposed to be doing. An external action that led to an internal transformation. But like most humans, we want the easy way out. We want to take the shortcut. We want to follow those laws of physics that says the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. And so some of the old activities that Catholics felt were important, like praying, saying specific prayers, visiting specific holy sites, prayers and sites, and all of these activities that the church believed were so important for internal transformation, that they gave what was called an indulgence. Almost like a credit in your spiritual bank. That if you helped Will, who was in need, and then said these particular prayers that were so significant about healing, about connecting to people, that you, in a sense, made a deposit, a spiritual deposit, into your spiritual bank. Well, the people sort of got this idea, well, what if I pay someone else to pray? I don't have time. What if I have somebody else visit? And then along came this concept of, well, why don't can I just buy an indulgence?